Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Annalisa, and this pick a card reading is all about what kind of career or work is going to bring me the most abundance into my life. So includes financial remuneration, but also just brings general happiness, satisfaction, and something that's just going to really set you on fire, that's going to make you really happy. So diving into what kind of things to look out for, be aware of when you're thinking about your work, whether you want to change or move jobs or create something new. This is a kind of to help you have a jumping point to kind of dive more into your own understanding, your own discernment about what you feel is good. I hope this is just going to trigger things in you so that you feel like, yes, this is where I want to move forward with. So there's 4 piles to tune into. Select your pile and go to the timestamps, which will be in the description. Hi, group number 1. Welcome. 1111 11111. As I start this reading, it's a bit of a theme for you guys. I love this spread. It's really powerful. You guys, very, very powerful group. Okay, let's go. So these, I'm not going to tell you what you are, but actually in your group, I kind of am a little bit, because it's so freaking obvious. But it's how it can be applied is very huge. But yeah, okay. So first of all, where you are right now, Guardian of the Gate. You are quite likely in a place where you are about to move into something new, where you're about to transition somewhere else. It's like you've been through a certain process and now you're moving into a new area potentially for your whole life, but specifically and particularly in this reading, to do with work, to do with career, to do with what you're going to bring through into this world and how you're going to be looked after by bringing that through. You're a gateway. You could quite likely be someone who is actually a portal, a gateway for people, that you transform people, that you allow people through a space, you take them from one situation to another. Maybe you're a cab driver, I don't know, but you have this ability to transform someone or something at the moment. And the other thing with Guardian of the Gate, what was the other thing? I had another thing. I can't remember. I'll come back to it if I remember. I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, what is coming through as where you want to move to? I'm sorry, I'm in a funny space actually. I don't know. I just started to try doing this reading and it all went a bit crazy and I had to stop and move location and everything, and my eye went weird and lots of strange things happened. So there's something weird going on. I don't know what it is right now. Anyway, you want to move from 3, which is a singer. It's a very, very high vibrational card. It's of the angelic realm. You want to move from here up to number 1. Unity. This is the knitting together of the fabric of reality, of the polarities, the light and the dark, the real and the unreal, the stars and the earth. It's bringing and knitting all these things together and making one unity, one consciousness, one humanity, one understanding, one new road. Not that there is one way, but for you are bringing through one specific way, one specific road, one specific path. You're a leader, okay? You're a leader. How you do this, we'll come to back to that in a sec. How you do this, okay? The singer of the chalice. This is a beautiful card, another angelic card, right? This is all angelic, astral, high vibe energy, joy, celebration, fun, happiness, mixing with all aspects of reality to just feel the pure amazingness of existence, of reality, celebrating in everything. Cup, like your cup is full, having an overflowing cup. To do this, to get from here to here, you've got to be really high, right? You're really ambitious. This group is very ambitious. You quite likely know what you're here to do, or you know you have a purpose, you know you have a specific thing to do. And to do that, you need to like embody the joyfulness of it, because I'm going to come back to this, but it feels like it might feel a bit heavy at the moment, like it's a bit of a burden, and maybe you don't quite know, or there's something that's a little bit challenging with it. The way that you transform it and move it forward is getting happy, okay, having fun, playing, believing, celebrating your power. Because, group number 1, you are rare success. Ooh, beautiful. You are absolutely unique. This is what this means. It means you are absolutely one of a kind. You're, the needle in the haystack. You are not the needle in the haystack. That doesn't make sense. You're like, you're a needle in a bunch of hay. Not that you need to be found. Maybe you do. I don't know. But you are so rare and precious and have something absolutely exquisite that no one else on this earth potentially ever has, definitely is not, unlikely is doing or has ever done exactly what you are going to do, what you want to do. Okay, it's something different, very, very different. And, I was going to say, this on this card, so it's Goddess Ji Wang Mu, don't quite know how to say it. She had a peach garden or peach orchard, and the fruit of those trees only came once every 3,000 years. Okay, so it's not that it's going to take you 3,000 years. I say that. I was going to say it's not going to take you 3,000 years, but maybe actually it has done. That's the kind of journey you've been on, or it feels like you've been on. Many, many lifetimes, many, many experiences. And now it's the culmination of that experience that you can now bring it through. Now it's time for those peaches to come. It's powerful. You're a powerful group. Okay? Empress of the Pearl. This is the kind of area you're working in, these cards I'm going through now. It's not going to say you've got to be a vet or whatever, it's not that kind of reading. And I'm not going to, as I said at the beginning, I'm not going to tell you, but there's some things. Empress of the Pearl. Sorry, I don't know if I'm making sense today. Anyway, the Empress of the Pearl, a pearl, is made from a piece of grit. A little bit of grit gets into the oyster and it like builds up, right? And the oyster, I don't know how it does it. It turns it into a pearl. It basically turns a bit of grit, a bit of sand, into a beautiful, shiny gem, essentially. This is you. That's your journey. That's what you've been on. And what I feel this card wants you to know is that the journey and the processes you've been on can feel quite dark. I feel like you've been through a lot over all your lifetimes, but that is why you are so pure now. That is why your beauty and your wisdom and your magnificence is now allowed to come through, because you've been through all of that like crap, all that shit, all that dark, You've probably been not very nice. You've probably not had not nice stuff done to you. You've been through all of that. And that is why you now have this wisdom, pearls of wisdom, and you have this purity and essence and understanding because you've developed compassion. You've got wisdom, you've got Archangel Gabriel and wisdom, both like divine knowledge, divine information from the stars, from the astral realms, from the angels, and from the earth, from reality, from life. Old soul, okay? And then we also have Mother Mary. And I love that this came in because a lot of your cards are very much about mind. But this is like really bringing in the heart, the compassion, the unconditional love. You know, she was the void, the womb space that brought through Jesus. She was a gateway. She is a portal. We're all portals, but she particularly was a portal for something very, very powerful. And it's like you're a portal for something very, very powerful to come through, and you're kind of ripe for it, right? You're ready for it now. And okay, this is great. Number 1, unity. Merlin, number 1. And where is he? The Magician, number 1. And the Magician, number 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 11, 11, exactly when I started recording this. I mean, I honestly couldn't plan this. I wasn't going to pick one of these cards out, and then I just did it at the last minute, and it was this. I was like, freak, this is crazy, you know, this reading. It's very powerful. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. What does that mean? To me, first of all, leadership. Okay, you're a leader. You're setting a new path. You're setting a new journey. You are taking others somewhere else. And I very much feel like with you, so we've got the horse. This is about delegation. This is about working with others, working as a team. It's about asking for help from others and about delegating. And I feel like your role is a leader. You know, you're very much a leader, but you need a team. You really need other people who are going to help you do the work that you need to do. You can't do it on your own. Okay, you have a big vision and a lot to do, but you can't do it on your own. The Merlin. You're a magician, right? Magician, magician, magician. Number 1, the beginning point, the information coming through, connecting the chakras. It's like complete alignment, and through the mind, it's connected to everything, but through the mind, driving forward. It's alchemy. It is the turning of all the little crazy little threads, all the things that need to be woven together. Where's my other card that looks like this one? It's like all this intricacy, all this detail, all the knowledge, understanding, the thoughts, the bringing together of all the different elements. You know, the cup, the cup, the pentacles, the sword and the rod. It's like, it says it on this card somewhere, representing love, wisdom, existence, and inner realization. Okay, it's the combination of all these things all together that you knit together into this unity that gives you this ability to move forward, drive forward, and master in your life. Create something in your life. So I don't know what you're going to create. You know, it's obviously you're all rare. You're all unique. So you're going to create something different each. But you have this magic, basically. You can harness the weather, the elements, mind, matter. It's mind over the matter. You can create anything on a very powerful level. And you know, this, you're only allowed to do this in this lifetime, I feel, because of what you've been through, because you've got this Mother Mary, because you've got this heart, this unconditional love, this heart space. Because if you create from a place which is not heart-centered, it's not going to go well, right? It's not okay to have that much power if you've not in your heart, because it's gonna go wrong. You can't manage it. You can't hold that light. So know that you are in that place now. You are in that strong place. Trust your heart that it's strong enough to hold whatever you need to bring through. Okay. This is like your role, you know. This was the card that came up for whether you're going to work individually or as part of a team. So I feel that you are the leader of a team. Okay. It's like they might be quite a wild team. They might kind of have their own ideas and be like all over the place. But you are strong. You're going to hold it. Hold these different forces, driving it forward, moving it forward. Self-employed. You're going to have your own business, your own setup, your own thing. What you're going to do is not, you know, no one else has done it. You can't go and do it in McDonald's, whatever. And then your role. Okay, your role, this is where this card came in. The Magician. You're the magician. You're the inspiration, the ideas, the information, the insight, the creation, okay? You're also Three of Wands. This is about travel. So this could mean physical travel, literally taking things. I feel like it's taking things places, taking people places, taking things forward is more the energy I get, you know, like this chariot, it's like driving forward, but also travel astrally. So really, you know, you're very psychic, you connect to the realms, you have the capacity to if you're not doing it already, and you can expand your consciousness, your understanding even further through that. Oh, and the other thing that I feel for this is I made this connection recently, is the chariot I feel represents the Merkaba. Okay, so you activate your Merkaba, your light body that allows you to travel once you have activated your chakras. Okay, once you've been through the life process, once you've been through the pearl, you know, the creation of the pearl is like the outcome, that's the Merkaba at the end, but you go through all the stuff and then you activate so much, you enlighten yourself so much that you create your Merkaba and you can travel. Exciting times. Your other role, 10 of Wands. You're going to be carrying stuff, okay? Because you're a leader, because you're creating something new, you're going to be holding something, right? You're going to be holding all these wands. You're going to have a lot of things to think about, to understand, a lot of potential options, blah, 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 blah. There's going to be a lot, but you've got strong arms, okay? You're going to hold everything. You've got grip. You've got the ability to manage it all and to move forward with it, okay? Some people read this card as being overburdened. I don't actually. I never learnt it like that. For me, it's always been about being able to hold things because it's a 10, it's a completion. You've been through all the shit with the wands, okay? You've got to completion. Now you can hold what you need to hold. Skills you need. The devil. I don't think this means be the devil, but kind of does. Because, you know, as a magician, you've got to be able to go into the dark, but you've got to be able to use it for the good, right? It's not about being a nasty person. This is about understanding attachments and physical reality and the ability to perceive it in a new way. So this is the other one, the Hanged Man that came through. Being able to manipulate the 3D reality. Okay, and also you're bringing through a lot of light. You're going to bring up some dark as well. So it's being able to meet this, being able to look this in the eye and not let it attach to you, fixate on you, or become part of you. It's like you're able to move through it and move with it and dance with it and disperse it, you know, let it go. Your main block, joy. You need to get happy. Believe that you can fulfill your wish. There's a bit on the back of this card that I want to read. The magician or conjurer creates something from nothing through the manipulation of mind and matter. A master of transformation, the magician draws upon the imaginative potency of curiosity and wonder, using a bag of tricks, or sleight of hand. The magician plays with our perceptions of the material world. In the tarot, the magician represents the principle of transformation and is usually depicted with the pentacle, chalice, wand, and sword, symbolizing existence, love, wisdom, and inner realization, respectively. The divinatory aspect of the magician card addresses self-confidence, creativity, and flexibility. The magician is also associated with the moon, connecting him to the hidden or secret nature of things. As an archetype, the magician relates to our role as creators of our own lives. The magician represents the part of ourselves that trusts and learns from experience and can transform crisis into new possibilities and personal growth. This archetype embodies our ability to transform by perceiving possibilities. Okay. transformation, creation, illusion, possibilities. So, what does Spirit want you to know to get you through? So, this is about being grateful. Four of Cups. It's like the balance between the things that are unseen and the things that we already have. Tends to represent someone who isn't appreciating what they already have. So I feel like Spirit's guiding you to what you have in life is enough. Maybe you're looking to feel like you need more something, knowledge, understanding, money, whatever it is, you're looking for something more. Actually, you already have it all. You're ready. Two of Wands, you need to make a decision. You need to choose it. You need to hold your staff. Got a staff? Yeah, okay, it's wand. You need to choose your wand. Maybe you're holding on to too many wands. You need to choose, this is my path, this is my choice, this is my destiny. And when you make that choice to just hold one thing, you let go of anything else, and it gives you the ability to hold your pearl of wisdom, your knowledge, your infinite creative potential. That's what this is. Make a decision. And the last thing, Seven of Pentacles. You've already done a huge amount of work. Now you start reaping it. Start reaping what you've already done, what you've already sown. It's already there for you. It's a harvest. Spirit wants you to harvest what you've already got. Okay? Thank you, group number 1. I hope that was useful for you. And thank you so much. I'd love you to let me know what you're doing. Rare success. I'd love to know your projects, what you're doing, what you're up to, and how this feeds into that. I'd be really interested. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share. 2101, as I said that. And I look forward to speaking to you again. Thanks. Hello, welcome group number 2. So, what kind of work, career is going to bring you abundance, love, money, happiness, all this kind of stuff? Okay, I don't have a card that is going to say you should be a vet. Not going to happen, okay? But I can give you a sense of what you already know. I feel like generally people are already going to have this as something within their field, and it's okay, that's the kind of path that feels really good to me. So what we have for you at the moment where you are is He of the Fiery Sword, and I love that because it quite likely means you're very busy at the moment, that you have some kind of projects, maybe many projects, or something you're quite active with. This is a very active card. It's you're working on something, you're creating something. Also, this can be about cutting out things that don't work. So it could be you've left a job, you've ended something, or you're about to, that you're gonna completely go into something new. It's like you have this insight, and now you're ready to take action. You're absolutely pounced, or not pounced, ready to pounce. You're ready, and you're just gonna dive into wherever you are, wherever you're wanting to go. You're just ready, okay? Yeah, a great place to be. Where you're wanting to go, we have the stage. Okay, so you are really wanting to be in a place where you embody your full wisdom, where you have insight, both externally, understanding of the world around you, how it works, how things relate, but also internally. You really want to be able to move between those worlds and to create both from your internal being as well as your external action. Okay? And it's fine, you know, at the moment you're very much in this like do, I need to kind of do, which is absolutely fine. But you want to really move into a place where you're able to have kind of cycles perhaps of, you know, resting phases, active phases, where you can move between them and then move between realms, move between worlds, and have just this depth and like impart knowledge, you know, impart your wisdom, impart your understanding, where you are able to guide others, help others, and to share your wisdom, basically. How? Oopsie. How are you going to do this? Okay, we have Mike the Myomancer. So there's a bit of patience needed. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time, not necessarily loads, but you need to have patience. Patience with yourself. And it's all about the details, paying attention to the details. Okay, so this can be, I feel, quite practical things, like, you know, having accounts, keeping your accounts very carefully, timing, what knowledge you need, what skills you need, who you need to connect with, getting everything, like all the little things in place, paying attention to all of those and getting things in order. And yeah, the practical things, but because there's some other cards coming up, practical things also internally, I feel like your emotions need to kind of be put into their place as well and to be allocated so that they are, you understand what you're going to do. Because, okay, it's very important that your internal, your heart, your emotions, everything internally is kind of grounded and stable, because this is part of your work, all right? Because we have, this is the areas for you to work in now, okay? Heart healing, angel balfeel, and rose quartz, okay? It's like love, working with healing the heart, healing the ability to self-love and to love others and to allow others to love. You know, it's all about the heart realm, emotion realm, about connection. And because you also have in the areas of work, the Grail Knight, which is about romance. It's also about illusion, seeking the sacred, because, you know, the Grail Knight went looking for the, you know, they were looking for the Holy Grail. They were looking for the chalice, the ultimate, was it like the ultimate prize, you know, the, like, what am I trying to say? Oh my gosh, I'm really struggling today a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have recorded it. Anyway, the Holy Grail that's going to, like, what's it like? Eternal life. That's it. Give you eternal life. It's like healing, completely healing. So it's helping people find this ability to heal. Romance is coming in, and this pink color, and I do feel like for some of you, it's about relationship, that you're specifically working with relationships and with, you know, people, like love, you know, helping people find love between each other, you know, like counseling kind of stuff, something like that, where you're actually working with that. Could be also like sexuality or, I don't know, divine feminine, that, you know, that kind of stuff, divine masculine. It's like that kind of self-love, connection, that kind of thing. And yeah, and the human connection, you know, that real human reality of experience. It's like you're bringing through some wisdom around that. Yeah, because we have here Kathumi, which is the cloak of wisdom, and Archangel Uriel, which again is about wisdom. So it's wisdom of the heart, knowledge of the heart, the ability to empathize, to have compassion. Really powerful for you guys. And then we also have the threshold, and I love this because I feel like it's taking people beyond their perception of how much they can love and how much you can love. I have a daughter, and she once said to me, "Mummy, it's better to love more than you think you can." And I'm like, total respect to her, because it's so true. When, you know, it's this whole thing, when you break your heart, it's like it expands. when it cracks, it expands, and then you can love more and love more and love more. It's quite likely, you've had your heart broken. You could even have experienced that very recently. But that's why, because this is part of your work and your journey, is to have that experience so you can open it and you can share it and really share your love and your understanding of divine love. If anyone can understand unconditional love, it's really you guys. Really, really is. The other thing that might come up for this group is sacred relationship. So it might be part of your life purpose, is sacred relationship, twin flame, that kind of thing. And actually, you don't have to be a big, famous person to create huge change in the world. For some of us, it's about the inner transformation that has a huge impact. We don't even realize the personal work we do, how that impacts on, a huge field around us, because we're changing our energy field. And then it has a really big impact on all our relationships and people, our past lives, that kind of thing. So it may be that for some of you watching, it's like an internal process. It's about just being able to create really good relationships in a difficult family situation. That could be part of your life skill set, and your life purpose is actually healing a whole family lineage. If you feel like that doesn't feel like a lot, consider it as like all your ancestors from all aspects of the family all converging to this point where you are then able to work and heal with it. And healing families, not easy, right? It's not easy. So that's the kind of area, all right? In terms of, what are we looking at now? So how? I feel like you're quite likely to be self-employed. You're kind of going to be your own leader, moving ahead. We've got the Five of Cups. I feel like you quite likely work on your own, or will work on your own for a lot of the time, and you might kind of not enjoy that sometimes, but actually it's really guiding you to look for the benefits of that. It might be you need kind of personal space a little bit. If you're working with relationships and not a lot, then sometimes working on your own is very powerful. But this doesn't mean you can't work with others at all. Not at all, This is just what's coming through in the cards. I feel it's a little bit mixed actually with this one. Some of you are very much going to work with, maybe with a significant other, with your partner actually, but creating your own thing, being kind of leaders, something like this, maybe something intimate, maybe not a huge team as such, although you might like the idea of that. Anyway, just the kind of sense I'm getting. It's not gospel. And your role is the Six of Cups. It's relationship, giving and receiving. It's very charitable. It's about exchange, harmony, emotion, love, connection, joy, that kind of thing. Sharing that. And this is the main skills needed, is mastery. Okay, so becoming a master, becoming very skilled in your area. This is quite important for you. In fact, this might even be your role. It's like being a master of relationship, a master of connection. And then also, sorry, I made up this as a new spread, so I need to just check sometimes because I've got so many cards exactly what I picked each one for. Skills. So your skill is to, and I feel this kind of connects to you personally as well, is to be able to keep rising, is to keep coming up at the end, to keep bursting out from the ground, and and to not get bogged down by things, you know, not to get weighted down by other people or experience, whatever it is. It's like this rebirth, your skill of rebirth, of becoming the butterfly again and again and again. This is part of your skill set. And then also the Page of Rods, which I quite like because I feel like it adds a kind of slightly fiery and slightly sexual element to it. So for some of you, this is a kind of sexuality connected reading or creativity. It's very much about new creation, you know, that new, that ability to bring something into the world. It's like the idea, the concept, and maybe like rebirthing, like keep bringing through a new idea, new idea, new idea. Because I feel like if you're working with relationship, it's like that never stops as your own journey, your own personal experience. So it's like allowing yourself to keep learning, and bringing through the understanding and learning and creation that you have, and quite fun, joyful, playful way, quite young way. I feel that's really going to help you do that. Your block, emotions. Okay, you need to make sure you got everything sorted inside. You look after your own internal health, whatever it is that helps you do that. So whether it's meditation or yoga or exercise, connecting with nature, whatever it is, do what you need to do to get things sorted, get things in their right place, so you can feel grounded and stable, so that you can be a platform for others. And your advice from Spirit is strength. Okay? And I love this strength card because it's not about, you know, brute force. It's about the ability to be vulnerable, the ability to be open and to kind of tame the dragon, the beast, the lion. And also it's like, you know, she's kind of like soothing it. It's like using that force, using that strength, but it's like, is it she opening the mouth or closing the mouth? It's like this intertwining of like this power and this absolute softness and vulnerability. Okay, so being strong. And anything else? One more card for you. Okay, so I feel like determination is also coming through as advice. This is the arrow. It's about, like, you know, you having your focus and aiming for it. So being really clear about what you want with your fiery sword and taking the action, taking the putting all your energy into moving that forward. Being focus, you know, keep focused, and you'll be able to create this wonderful work and job that you want to do. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in, Group 2. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Hi, and welcome, group number 3. So I hope you enjoy this reading. Please like or subscribe or comment if you do and you want to see more of my videos. You can press the bell button if you want to receive notifications for new videos. And then, so this reading, so I'm not going to be telling you like you need to be a doctor or whatever. It's not going to be like that. But I want to kind of help you delve into your own understanding of what you feel might be good for you, and to kind of clarify that, because I feel with these kind of readings, it's like you already know a little bit exactly what you want to do, or not exactly, but you have a sense of where you want to be going, and this is like a pointer, okay, to help you identify yourself. So just take through what feels important for you, and go with that, okay? So, where you are right now, we have Iris of the Rainbow. So this card is about the, for me, it's like the clouds opening in the storm and this light coming through, this rainbow comes through. It's like the ability to mix the rain and the sun. It's like the combination of both and bringing them together to create some kind of beauty. And I feel like that kind of idea comes up a few times within your reading, this combination of these different elements. Where you feel like you want to move to is kind of quite quick. I feel like you want to be moving a bit faster with what you're doing, that you want to maybe generate more ideas or be a bit more spontaneous, communicating a bit more. This is the Caitlin the Sylph, and she's very quick, moving around, and I feel like you have that kind of energy. You want to like move things forward more quickly. It's like where you are right now feels quite still, quite settled, and you want to create this like a more dynamic experience of your work and what you're doing. Maybe it's like different projects or bringing different ideas, new things, and working with all of those. The advice we have in how to make that transition for you is the Journeyman. This is kind of like the Fool card in the tarot. It's stepping out into the unknown. It's like this kind of precarious balance. Doesn't look like it's going to work necessarily. He's kind of young, doesn't really know everything, but he's ready to step out into the world and just try things. So it's a leap of faith, basically, is what's needed for you to transform into more what you want to do, what you need to do. In terms of what you're going to do, so we have a few different things. First card that came through is the Hawk. This is about omens and messages. This is about the ability to have a perspective and to bring through information, to see, the wide perspective and be able to pick out the detail and pick out things that are going on and communicate them. It's about reading the signs in nature, in life, and delivering messages. And with Caitlin as well, she's quite a communicator, so I feel like there is something about communication here. Actually, also, all your three cards to begin with, these colours, it's like this kind of blue-purple colour. It's like throat chakra. It's communication. Maybe even like, so speaking, public speaking, singing, expression, poetry, voice, communication generally, okay? Could be the arts as well, delivering some kind of message. And we have also meaningful sacrifice, which is Jesus and Rosafia. And Rosafia is the crystal. And I feel like this is, there's something about you kind of surrendering your self to move forward. It's like that sometimes we have to just, it's like an opening. It's like to open up, to surrender part of you, who you are, or your life, whatever it is, in order to move forward. And it's done for the highest good. It's not a kind of, it's not done for, it's not done for like material gain so much as just knowing that this is my gift to the earth, to reality, to humanity. It's like allowing I feel like I want to say allowing yourself to be used somehow. Like you kind of allow other people to, people or situations, whatever it is, to move through you. Maybe this is the communication. It's like you become a kind of vessel. You yourself are a vessel for something, and through allowing that, things can come through. And then because we also have Sweeping Sister Willow, which is about grief. So I feel like you can express a lot of feeling or emotion through you, and you can kind of give messages or communicate things about these kind of experiences. Because with the angels, we have 3 come out. We have joy and forgiveness and release. It's like lots of different things. So I feel there is some kind of, and then with this like grief release as well. It's like all these emotions and things allowing to kind of move through and come through you. It's like all these different parts of life. Like you want to celebrate all parts of life, everything of life. And I feel that with this Taitlan card as well, it's like all these different things, all these different experiences. You have a lot to share, and it's like knitting it all together for you. And then we have also Diana, focused intention. So this is like the arrow, the kind of setting your sight on what you really want, what you want to create, and about manifesting that specifically. And having really high expectations as well. So it's kind of all these different things and like bringing them together. I hope that makes sense. It feels very cryptic, but I'm hoping that it's going to make sense to whoever's watching. Okay. In terms of how you're going to work, I feel like you I feel like you want to work as part of a team. You want to be with others, but also within that you have your very specific role. Maybe you have your own team, you lead your own area, or you have something very different as part of a kind of wider collective. Okay, and then your role, because your role, this is quite cool. You've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's really new, something very different, like inspiration. The Ace of Swords is this, like, real, it's truth. It's like the ability to bring truth and clarity and discernment to something. It's about inspiration, the idea, the air element that you're going to bring in, but also the earth. The Ace of Pentacles, it's like the grounded, the physical reality, the practicality. It's these different elements that you're already bringing in. And this, I feel this because it feels like where you are now is maybe more earthy, and you want to move more into the kind of ideas realm or the air element realm. So it's like combining all of these is your skill. Okay, so it feels like really value where you are now, because I think there's elements of that are really powerful that you can bring forward. And your the skills that you need. We have the Lover's card. I love this. I feel like you're a very passionate person, and I think that's why you've got all these different emotions and feelings. Is there so much in life to experience and understand, and it's like bringing through the passion of that. The Lovers, I don't necessarily feel is romantic in this reading, although it could be. It could be that you really need to work with relationship. That's going to be very important, especially if you want to work as part of a team. It's like connecting with others, developing healthy relationships with others within your team is going to be very important. And actually, we have the Six of Cups. So again, that ability to create harmony and value within a team, but it feels very celebratory as well. It feels quite like just allowing for the space for everything to exist within your life. And then we also have, as part of your skill set, the Eight of Pentacles. So it's about mastery, about really coming to a powerful place where you really understand and have a lot of wisdom about what you are doing, and you need a lot of knowledge, I feel, in your work, and that's going to really help you. The more knowledge you have in that area, it's going to help you really understand and deliver what you want to deliver. Okay, I hope this is making sense. Please let me know. Please comment below. if it's fake. Oh yeah, there's like da da da, how it applies. And then we have as your block the Three of Swords. Okay. So there's a few different ways I take this. One can be is you need to do a bit of your own healing first. If you feel like you've been wounded by your work in the past, if there's something that's happened, you've received criticism or something hasn't worked, you've had some kind of heartbreak, that you really need to heal from that because that's stopping you from moving forward into what you want to do now. It may also be that there's you're maybe doing too many things, or there's too many inputs, too many influences, and it needs to be clarified, or that you really need to stop whatever you're doing now. Okay, you really need to end the job you're doing and take this leap of faith. Okay, and the advice, because the advice from Spirit is Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. It's like power. It's like be the ruler of your life, right? It's really taking yourself into a place of sovereignty and mastery and choosing what you want, being the queen of your reality in a practical sense, very grounded, like what's going to nurture me, what's going to look after me, what's going to make me feel safe and held, and what's going to bring passion and fire and creativity and excitement and dynamic into my life. Like, how am I going to bring these things through? And it's by focusing on these that you're going to move forward and move into. If you're not already, I feel for some of you, you're already enjoying what you're doing. It's just bringing some other elements into it or bringing a bit more something into it. For some of you, it's like you really need to leave wherever you're working and get out and start something new or do whatever it is. Find a new company, start with a new team. Really like take the leap of faith. Okay, group 3. I hope that helped. Please like, subscribe, or comment. And thank you for tuning in. I hope to speak to you again soon. Hi, group number 4. Thank you for tuning in. And let's have a look at what is going to bring through some kind of exciting abundance and joy and pleasure and desire into your life for you. So I'm not going to be saying like that you need to go and be a chimney sweep or whatever. It's not going to be like that direct. It's very much about like experiencing, like feeling your own feeling, what's going on in your life, and then connecting the ideas that come through to whatever resonates with you. So just take what resonates, because it's obviously a broad thing, and see what you take from it, and do comment, let me know how it connects to you. So the card that we have for representing where you are right now is Indy from the Fairy Oracle. Can you see he's got like these two balls that are kind of different sizes, and it's like things are out of balance. So I feel like either within your work, you're not balancing things so well. Things don't feel harmonious or rightly weighted. Maybe feel like you're doing too much within your work, or it's not, the work you're doing isn't evenly shared between you and other people. Or you might feel like your work-life balance is out, that you are either spending too much time working, or you've not got enough time to actually do what you want to do and create something in the world. So is it kind of out of balance? Where you want to go, and I love this because it's such a cute card, is the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. It's like this absolutely giggly little girl who's just delighted, or boy, who's just delighted by the kind of magical like things. Like you just want life to tickle you. You want your work to just be to joyful and fun and playful and to inspire you and to feel, you want to feel alive. You know, you really want your work to feel alive. It's very different from where you are now. I feel like for this group is like a change. You know, there does need to be some kind of change in your work, quite drastically, whether that's an internal change or an external change, but there's something that needs to move and shift so that you can be in this really pleasurable place. The advice that's coming through for how you do that is the singer of connection. For me, what I feel this is coming through to is really connecting to you, connecting to what brings you joy, what makes you feel playful, what's fun, what's like silly, you know, what do you just do for enjoyment? I know that question can be really frustrating sometimes because it's hard to connect how it's actually gonna work. But what I would say is almost from personal experience, it's like you don't need to just go and start doing something as a job. It's just do more of what you love. Just if you really like swing dancing, just go out and do loads of swing dancing and just play and enjoy and have fun, and that'll help you connect with who you are and bring through what you want to do. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to be a swing dancer. It's just that allows for the connection to yourself and the joy to come through, so that it can create some inspiration for you in how to really evolve what you're doing. Okay, then we have in the area of work, we have the butterfly, which is about beauty. So for some of you, this could be quite literal. It's about beauty. It could be about inner beauty. It could be about external beauty, about creating harmony, creating beauty in the world visually. It could be to do with the arts, to do with creating spaces, beautiful spaces, with people, you know, helping them create beauty within them. It feels quite delicate and quite light, and I feel that for this group there's something very soft and sweet and nurturing, and yeah, we have nourishment as well, about really feeding people, about giving people something, some kind of space for enjoyment, for love, for to feel full, to feel fulfilled. Okay, and we also have healing came up for you, so maybe you may be a healer or thinking about going into a kind of healing profession, so that's definitely there. And then self-belief and innocence, so it's like this purity. I feel this relates really beautifully to beauty, because it's this this purity, innocence, self-belief, self-love, very sweet, very caring, very, and I feel like not only for your who you work with, what you provide to people or to life, but also for yourself. You know, it's got to be both ways. It's got to nurture yourself as well as other people. So what feels good for you? What do you get back from? And when I say that, I don't mean just, you know, in one way. It's got to be in lots of ways, right? It's got to feed you physically. It's got to give you money. It's got to give you some kind of income, something to survive on. It's got to give you enjoyment and satisfaction. It's got to give you the chance to share something, to be like a gift to the world. You know, it's combining these different things. It's got to feed you on all levels, right? Not just one, because at the moment you're out of balance. So wherever it's not in balance, you've got to check, is it feeding all these different things for me, as well as me feeding other people? It's got to be in harmony, create this interactive kind of thing. And then we also have for you, so we have Saint-Germain, karma releasing. So I feel like there may be some, it says move beyond drama, create your own path and make room for good energy. I feel this relates to your current work. It's like there's something that is maybe tying you there, something karmic, something you're working through. And it's like, it's allow that process, you know. If you're if you're not really enjoying your work but you feel like there's something in it, there's something you need to be there for, then trust that feeling and stay with it and allow yourself to go deeper into it, because sometimes we need to go deeper into the experience to learn the lesson that we need to do in order to move. So it may be for some of you that you need to keep going through some kind of karmic process before you expand into something, or for some of you this can be a sign that it's time to go. It's time to release that and to move on. So just feel into, are you like, yes, I'm ready to go, or like there's still something in this for me. And then we have To the Celestial Mountain, which is about connecting, through meditation to yourself. So I feel like that's kind of a little bit of a recommendation for you, is like with the Singer of Connection as well. It's like this connection to yourself. It's being in this, you can see from here, she's like, her aura, it's like developing her aura, developing her own sense of self-worth and love, and her own energy, purifying, releasing, clearing, so that she can bring through, or you can bring through what the beauty that you want to do, cultivate that beauty for yourself first, of course. In terms of working on your own or as a team, I feel like either is possible for this group. Some of you will be happy working individually. Some of you want to work as a team. It's just the way it is. And then in terms of employed, self-employed, it's an interesting one, because it's all of the, for all of these, it's like all these swords cards came up, which are quite challenging. 6, 7, and 9 of swords. So I feel like there may be some healing for you to do around work, who you worked with, the environments you've been in. And actually, I think anything is possible for this. For some other group, for the other groups, it's quite clear, how to work. For you, I think there's different ways. Some of you are going to work in collaborations and in teams, and some of you are going to work individually. But it's not being afraid of what's happened before. If it's been really difficult working alone before, not to feel like it's going to be the same again. Or if you've had difficulty in teams before, not to feel like it's going to feel like that again. So I think it's really open for you guys how you're going to do it. Yeah, okay. In terms of your role, it feels very grounding, and kind of, I do feel for a lot of you, you're going to be working with other people, and it's something quite grounded. It's like your role is going to be about some kind of foundation, some kind of new beginning, some kind of grounding, and maybe collaborating. Even if you work individually, you're still going to be collaborating with others, or it's going to be all about a collaboration and providing some kind of framework, structure, space, something quite practical, like a healing space, like a health spa, like something kind of something quite physical that people can come into, or that people are going to experience, or you're providing a very physical service like massage or something. It's going to be tangible, or to do with like clothing. Some of you, I feel like beautiful clothing or something like that. And then for skills, so good with money, right? It's like the 10 of Pentacles came through. So it's like really, this is this beauty again, skills. It's like good with money, good with like fabric, materials, resources, like presence, your own beauty, your own body. It's like this kind of very physical, feeling again of richness, physical richness. I hope this makes sense. Just trusting it will. In terms of your block, there's been some disappointment. You feel like you've been let down. This could relate to any area of your life. It can be personal or work, but somehow you feel like you've been empty. Maybe you've given too much. For a lot of you, maybe the kind of people who are like, want to please people and give a lot and do a lot, and you feel like you've been left, abandoned, void, or you've depleted yourself. This is your block. what is coming through as the advice from Spirit is we have the King of Pentacles. So this is very much about mastering your physical reality, about, you know, bookkeeping, planning, getting practical solutions in place, like having a, you know, you don't have to do everything all at once. It's like things can move slowly with the pentacles. It's the earth. It's like grounding foundations. It's yeah, the I think I've said it all, like the practical applications of things, right? Yeah, getting the groundwork done. And then the other one we have is the Queen of Cups. So we're really becoming master of your emotion, of understanding what things affect you, what things don't, allowing yourself to feel different emotions, allowing yourself, you know, if you've been like upset or grieving or difficult, something's been very difficult, allowing yourself to go through that process and experience the emotions, and that will help you get over it and come out stronger in the end. And then one more card for you came up as the Mirror. Okay, so this is integration of self. This card is about seeing the truth of yourself, being able to look in the mirror and really see yourself, and that you become a mirror for others, I feel. So being really honest about who you are, where you are, what you want, what you desire, and connecting with that, you know, and with the ultimate reality that you are this, you know, star, piece of stardust that has slid off from the eternal sun and is shining its own light in life, you know, connecting with that beauty and truth and light within you, and allowing that to emanate into your reality, into your world. Okay, thank you for tuning in, group number 4. Please like, subscribe, comment, press the bell button if you want to receive my future videos, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.